I'm Demon Slayer917 and welcome to the scene. Today we're playing some more Elden Ring. And real quick here, so I beat the Elden Beast. I wanted to do that on camera, but I got carried away. I was just testing out, seeing like what type of damage I could do, and I ended up beating him. So nothing big happened, no big explosion or anything. He just, and that was that. So this is literally right after that. I started streaming, so here we go. Um, what I ended up doing, I'll show my equip load here real quick. So I'm using the curved swords. I maxed them out, well, almost maxed them out to plus 24, and then put Bloody Slash on them to give them blood damage. I ended up getting this item here because it, I believe, does plus damage when you're jumping in the air doing jump attacks. Got this medallion that does more damage whenever there's bleed buildup on the enemy. Got this item, which enhances jump attacks. So I did a lot of jumping attacks. I used all my flasks and everything. So yeah. Oh, I still have the arrows on me. Dang. That's what I ended up doing. I also respec'd my character a little bit. I put 44. Well, I put 40 on Arcane, and I leveled up a little bit. It got up to 44. 99 dexterity, and I dropped my strength down to 60. But yeah, so I beat the Elden Beast to 240. So we're actually gonna sit down and recover real quick, get all our stuff back. My Mimic actually survived. Probably, I'd say the Elden Beast had half its life left when my Mimic died, so I took out the rest of the half. But yeah, the bleed is definitely what got it. Oh. Mend the Elden Ring. Okay, I will do that in just a second. I just want to look around here for a second. I don't think there's anything I can really pick up or anything. I think this is literally it. But I got 5,000 runes, 50,000 runes, 500,000 runes? See, I don't think I can actually level up, but I'm just gonna... Oh, I can. Okay, cool. Well, I'll put that in Arcane. I believe this is it. Let me fix my camera real quick. It is bugging me. Yeah. There. It's a little better. Okay. So, yes, mend the Elden Ring. Oh, he messed up. Huh. His hair went back to being blonde like America. That's interesting. Because it's still, like, is it Radagon? I think Radagon? It's still his body, but then with the gold hair. Because I know they're one and the same. It's interesting. It's like the duality of sexuality. You know, it's like man and woman combined together. It's interesting. There's a lot of symbolism there you can read into if you want. Speaking of that, I love the lore of these games. I've been watching tons of lore videos, and they're great. I would like to do lore videos on this game, but I don't think I don't think I could actually like get through them that well. And I'm a ghost again. Boo!
The fallen leaves tell a story of how a tarnished became Elden Lord.
There's me.
In our home, across the fog, the lands between. Our seed will look back upon us and recall an age of fracture.
Yes, I am the Elden Lord. Woohoo! Elden Lord! So is that it? Did I beat the game? Elden Lord! Trophy received! uh, I I wish I had been recording for that final fight, but honestly, I feel like if I had been recording, I probably wouldn't have beaten the Elden Beast yet, because that was the thing. I would do really good when I was just practicing off camera, and then the minute the camera going, like everything would just collapse, and I would suck like crazy in the fight. While the credits are rolling, I want to talk about the game. So, Elden Ring. Let me fix this real quick. It is just irritating me. There we go. Whenever I first heard about Elden Ring coming out, I kind of was like, yeah, no, I'm not playing this game. I first heard about it, I was like, oh, that's interesting, whatever, whatever. And I found out it was a game by From Software. I'm like, oh, Dark Souls. Okay, no, I'm not doing it. And the main reason why was because I love Dark Souls. I love playing through it. But I had such a hatred for the game for years beforehand that whenever I even fell in love with the game, it took that much for me to fall in love with the game, which was like really just hardcore playing through it, getting this extensive guide, playing through it and everything else, that whenever I actually fell in love with the game, I felt like Elden Ring was going to be the same thing. I felt like I was going to get Elden Ring and then get stuck and just be stuck in the same area forever, and that I would end up hating the game. And it would take a long time before I could, actually like fall in love with the game. That was the main reason I didn't want to play. That's the main reason I didn't play, Sekiro. I thought about playing it, and I never did. I never played Bloodborne, believe it or not. And it was all for those same exact reasons. This actually kind of inspired me a little bit to where I might go back and play Sekiro and Bloodborne and, finish off the Soul series completely. This is potential things for the future. But Elden Ring, when I started seeing, like, some gameplay of it, and some trailers and everything, I was like, oh, that looks so cool. I really would like to play that game, but, I don't know, am I ready emotionally to, like, handle that type of game again? And then I started actually watching Jacksepticeye, which you guys know I love Jacksepticeye. I watched his playthrough of it, the first couple episodes, and I was like, oh, this game looks so fun. This game looks amazing. Oh, I really want to play it. And I just kind of like then got on this kick. I was like, I need Elden Ring. I need Elden Ring. I was trying everything I could think to get me a copy of it, and it was frustrating. But I've been heavy into manifestation stuff, and so I literally was like, you know what? Let's see. I'm gonna manifest a copy of Elden Ring. And so I was like, you know what? I already have a copy of it. And literally within a few days, my brother actually bought me a copy of it as a gift, and I was like, yes! It was amazing. And now, mind you, like I didn't get to play that night until like almost 6-7 o'clock in the morning, because he was watching TV in the living room until that time. And I'm like, bruh, I want to try out my new game, please, come on. But that was funny. But yeah, I started playing Elden Ring, and I started a game and played, just like maybe an hour. And I deleted that game and then started the game that you guys are watching right now. And I talked about that in the first episode, that I had already played for a little bit. It wasn't like my blind react. Mainly because this game was a game I didn't really terribly care too much about blind reactions, because it wasn't something I wanted to sit here and spend hours and hours and hours on just one boss. Although I did spend hours and hours and hours grinding up runes, especially at the chicken farm. Which is ironic. Like, I didn't want to spend hours trying to get good and memorize a boss, but I didn't have a problem just grinding. I think the reason for that is, in my head, grinding up runes is like guaranteed progression. Like, if I level up, that's guaranteed strength build. Whereas just trying to memorize a boss, yes, there's progression, there is building in there, but it's not the same in my head, because it's not guaranteed progression. That is definitely something I do intend to do in the future. I do want to get a lot better at this game, because this isn't the game for me. This is not me. Like, I'm never gonna play Elden Ring again. I love this game like crazy. I'm gonna continue playing it. And what I would like to do in the future is actually just do longer live streams of it. You know, stream for, you know, 3 or 4 hours and just play the game, just play through it. Without the kind of just blindly wandering around doing stuff. So now that I've beaten the game, you know, you guys have seen the highlights of my first playthrough. And, you know, I intend to do more streams of this, do more videos of Elden Ring. It's just because this game really, like, seriously, I sincerely love this game. I really do. Like, it's so good. And the sad thing is, I know most people, like with Dark Souls, will never get to experience this. Will never get to experience, like, the good things about this game. And it's interesting because Elden Ring is the most open to new players, to players that have never played a Soulsborne game. It's the most inviting. It is probably, to me, the easiest of the games. I mean, even this final boss, even fighting Radagon and Elden Beast, not that bad compared to Gwyn. And especially because you could literally just walk straight up to the door and go in every time. There was no delay. With Gwyn, there was no, you know, if you've never played Dark Souls, go back and check out the one playthrough. You can see exactly what I'm talking about. But if you've never played it, when you get to the final boss, you sit at the campfire, the bonfire, which this looks site of grace, and then you have to go through, basically, it's not necessarily a dungeon, but it's this long linear path that you have to go through just to get to the door to the boss room. And that path is filled with, I believe, like 16 of the Black Knights. And in Dark Souls, Black Knights are scattered around all over the land. And they're like these little, I don't want to call them mini-bosses because they're really not, but they're kind of like mini-bosses, like a mini-boss to a mini-boss, I guess you could say. They're pretty tough, especially early on. They're a pain to kill. And then when you actually, you know, you kill them, you get good stuff from them. You get good weapons, the Black Knight weapons, Black Knights, different stuff. You get Titanite chunks, I think, slabs. Anyway, stuff to upgrade your gear. So, you have to fight 14 of these guys. And yes, you technically could run past some of them and most of them. But it's, yeah. And I know it's a gameplay consideration at that point because it's helping you boost up. You know, if you can't, you know, get more materials, you can kill those guys and farm the materials. But still, doing that every time just to get to the final boss and then die in 1 or 2 hits. So I sucked at parrying, and Gwyn, you have to parry. Like, you can beat him without parrying, but it's a pain. So this, way easier. Just walk straight through, boom. Alright, so this should be the thing asking me about New Game Plus. Begins Journey 2. No, I don't want to do that right now. I'm going to continue with this game at the moment. I will do New Game Plus later. Because what I intend to do right now, since I, you know, beat the game, woohoo, Elden Lord, I can just basically go around and do whatever I want. Finish up any, I mean, there's not much quests I can really... It's not... Oh, it's still on fire. I was going to be like, it's not on fire anymore, but no, it's still on fire. I can go around and finish up whatever quests I want to do. Oh. And I'm just going to stock up on materials, stock up this, you know, power level myself even more. And when I start New Game Plus, that will be with the goal in mind of... Is he still back there? Yeah, he is. That will be with the goal in mind of trying to get different endings, as well as completing other quests, like Ronnie's quest line. I don't know exactly. I think that's how you get the second ending of the Unlimited Stars ending, whatever. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but and then there's the third ending, which is the like Inferno ending, I believe, something like that, which everyone says is like the bad ending. So I got basically the mid ending. I got the ending that's like the standard normal ending. But yeah. So that's Elden Ring. That is that. I am now your Elden Lord. Thank you very much. As I said, this is the build I used at the very end. This is everything I used, the different gear. to beat the final boss. And I mean, it was not by any means a easy fight. It was still really, really tough. And no, I did not have my Great Rune activated, by the way. I did, because I'm out of Rune Arts right now, and I didn't feel like going and trying to find one. But I'm curious. If I go back here, I wonder what happens. Because this is the gateway to the final boss. I don't think this is a thing where you have to go back and fight the final boss again. I mean, even if it was, it's not that big of a deal. Something else I wanted to get, which I should have checked when I was at the roundtable hold, but I wanted the boss weapon, because that will actually help with the chicken farm area. You can farm the chicken as well as the little guys on the side. And I should be getting about, I believe, roughly like 40,000 runes per shot. Oh, okay. So, it's there, but you can't interact with it. Okay. Okay. And I believe you activate New Game Plus from the menu somewhere. So, I'm going to go back around Table Hold real quick, because I want to check. It's actually what I wanted them to see the woman about. So, the girl, the finger reader chick, she, I believe she's dead. But you can still purchase stuff from her, which, again, that's a fantastic gameplay consideration. I know this whole playthrough I've been talking about gameplay considerations, but it really is. You know, in Dark Souls, if a merchant dies or someone dies that you can interact with, like, they're gone. Yeah, Elden Beast. Okay, so I need to get the runes in order to get the Malekith's hammer and the sword. This is what I want, is the Elden Beast sword. So I'll probably duplicate the soul. I believe I still have some of the walking mausoleums or monoliths, whatever you want to call them, that I can do. Now, I will have to either there are two things I'll have to do for the Elden Beast sword. And that is, I believe you need 22 faith, right? Yeah, 22 faith, which I don't have. Now, I had 24 faith, but when I respect, I don't. So I can either grind up another let's see, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 14 levels, but I'm not going to do that. What I will do is I'll just go find another larval tier. There's plenty of them in the game. I've only used, I think, 4, 5 maybe. I'll find another larval tier. I will respec and probably take off maybe, you know, some of my arcane for now, just to put back into faith. And I'll probably bump up my intelligence and my faith back to where they were, to 24. That way I can use the Sword of Night and Flame. And then, you know, just use the Elden Beast sword to farm up stuff. Because once I get that farm, that will significantly boost my runes I'll be able to get really quickly. Hopefully. But we'll see. Anyway. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you. If you watched the whole playthrough, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching this with me. Thank you for being here with me. This has been a journey. This is not the end. There's still a lot more Elden Ring to come. I want to try to do everything possible in this game. I want to try to just experience everything. So, thank you guys for being here. If you enjoy my content, a subscribe would be much appreciated. I'm trying to get to 100 before the end of the year. Thank you guys. I love you. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Always remember to have fun and rock on. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.